between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And, see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Howell out of the shotgun. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down, Howell to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second down throw for Howell. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play,
touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Bills at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown Bills. CD Lamb. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are once again back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. goes the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Powell. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Take it in at the 3. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Powell throwing on third down here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here's Herbert. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Straight ahead, Gibson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On first down, Howell. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Howell into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. 30, 20, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Howell down to throw it. Got an open man, finds Gibson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. It's Howell with another throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll go play action. Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On the counter, Gibson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off play action. It's Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now Howell. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, listen, we know that kickers are not infallible. Every one of us knows that, but still, down by 3 in the 3rd quarter, this is definitely a makeable distance. But he doesn't hit it quite right, and it remains a 3-point game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And some room to roam now. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A handoff for Gibson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The gun, Montgomery. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that pickup of a first down That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. One more time with Gibson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Gibson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken a 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he finds Howard complete. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there to defend. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gibson again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll run with Gibson. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll go. It's Gibson. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect